Hello, this is a video response to Tsubo57's open question. And first I'd like to give a shout out to him. I hope I didn't butcher your screen name too badly. Big fan of your stuff. You know, keep up the great work. You know, it's a highlight of my morning. Whenever I get off, when I'm done watching the news, I hop on the YouTube, and it's always nice to find one of your video opinions or role-playing questions or reviews posted up. It's really refreshing to find somebody who shares similar thinking patterns and thoughts and beliefs on things. You know, seems relatively sane. It's me. You know, sanity is a relative term. So, what do you know? That is what it is. Anyway, you're awesome. This is why I'm making a video, because I like to get in with this community. So to the question: things that mess with you, things that make you go, what? Why in the Aliens franchise and in their other franchises in general? Starting with Alien, my biggest one had always been when I first watched the movie Alien, and they first find the ship. How come nobody is doing the whole, "Whoa, dude, we found intelligent life. This is incredible. This is historic. We are going to be famous. This is the find of the century. You know, generations will talk about this." Nobody's like that. Nobody's surprised. Not one person. Nobody stops to go, "This is incredible." Everyone just, "We found a ship. This is kind of creepy. Hey, can you pass the mocha colada?" Nobody's surprised. Now, I haven't seen Prometheus. I know, don't. I should, but I haven't. Just haven't had the chance. I will when, and it's been out for so long now that I probably won't be able to catch it in theaters. So I'm probably gonna have to wait until the DVD. So unless they explain it somewhere in that movie, they hint as to why that is. Maybe they never. Maybe, you know, if the crew survived, or that information from the crew that found survived, and now humanity doesn't know that there's intelligent life, you know, or that they don't. I don't know. I can only go on from what I saw from the movie Alien and through up until that point. So really, I guess up to Aliens 4 or Resurrection or whatever. Just drawing a blank. Okay. One of the things that Tsubo57 pointed out was the problem of how did this alien grow from a larva, the chest burster, grow from a larva to an alien, a drone, and then finally into a queen, which I would agree in the assumption, you know, it must have some kind of hive mind mentality, and then a hormonal response would generate into a queen that they seem to produce asexually. Where does it get the nutrients? We never see them eat. We see them kill, but we never see them eat. It's just one of those things. It's like, how? Why? I mean, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief. It's not something that destroys the film, but I'm enough of a geek to go, why? That's just how I am. It's just how I'm wired. You know? It is one of those weird things. My personal belief into this, my theory, that when the chest burster came out, grew to a drone, there was nothing for it to do. It just ran off out of the ship into the planet and probably died. Just that. I mean, I can't imagine these things living forever. What the hell is it feeding on? What is it doing? You know, we don't know. So that's my take on it. The eggs, I don't believe the thing made the eggs. I don't believe the xenomorph, this one xenomorph, grew into a queen and made the eggs. It probably grew into a queen, and it might have made eggs somewhere off on the planet. But I don't think it made the eggs on the ship. I think the space jockey was transporting them. Why do I think this? In the cargo bay, when that guy was rappelling down, when one of the crew members, the one that got infected, was rappelling down into this cargo bay. You remember, it's that big room with the, you know, these sections, that kind of these crevices. you can see there's this distinctive blue kind of laser outline, this line going through it, above the eggs. And below that, where the eggs were, it seems very cool, and it had this kind of misty look to it. It appeared to look very cooler, kind of like a cold storage. And that's what triggered in my mind, this is probably some sort of storage, some kind of stasis field to keep the eggs from maturing and hatching, or to cut down on its metabolic state, just so that it could transport them for a long period of time. Because it's clear that that Space Jockey was dead for a long, long time, to the point where they said they fossilized. So the eggs had to be, for the eggs to still be functional, I can only imagine that they were in some kind of stasis field. And the technology that the Space Jockey, or the engineers, I should say, the engineers used, probably were used to keep these things alive. Why they're carrying around, that's something in Prometheus, so I can't really go into that. That's my take on why the eggs were there, and why I believe that the alien itself just died off. What's it gonna do? Now, for other franchise, right off the bat, when you asked that question, I thought Star Trek. Long time Trekkie, I got into that. I got into that show, and it got my nerd gears just racing. It's just, how does this work? Why don't they apply their science a lot better than I could think of? I mean, there are always so many inconsistencies that just make you go, "Urgh," I mean, it's too many cooks in the kitchen, of course. So many writers working on it over such a long period of time. There's no way you can keep even the most core consistencies together, like beaming through the shields. There's always a episode or two that did that. Even though it was taboo since day one with Roddenberry working on it, you just couldn't. And that was just one of those shows. That was just one of those franchises I couldn't. That got me thinking, like, why don't they have people who? Why even carry, furniture around? Why have people moving it in storages? Why not just store them all in your data cube, since energy and matter is transferable? Why not just have them, in a data cube and just pop into the computer, it's like execute program 5, and then boom, have all your furniture like in a holographic projection, just move it where you want and then just leave it there. Why even have furniture if you can just have the holographic projections of it and just use that? It's not like there's an energy shortage. They have these antimatter reaction chambers, which seem to have a great output for energy, like an insane amount, given the material they have. So energy's never been an issue on that show. Why not have that? It's an old show, it's an old series, they were working with stuff that nobody thought of before. Or, well, it wasn't very common, I'm sure. So, can't harp on it. It's not like it's on anymore. That was the first show that came to mind when that question was asked. I've been sitting here trying to think of more. What other shows got me thinking like that, and I can't think of any others, not because there weren't any others, but because there were just so many. I do it with so many things. You understand? I'm the guy who hates it's magic. I don't gotta explain shit. No. If you have magic and you have wizards and mages, there's a system. Even if it's a complex system, even if it's so esoteric and beyond their comprehension, there's still a system in that universe that it's set in, that magic works, and there's some kind of, even the smallest bit of logical basis to it. It has to work. Otherwise, what are you studying with these spell books? What's with the pentagrams? Why is it that certain shapes here and there do that? There's a logic behind it. Even if you want to say it's magic, yeah, but the magic works somehow. There has to be something to it. So that's my response to that question. And to Subo57, you are awesome. Please keep up the great work you're doing on YouTube. And peace, everybody.